I want to first get you an update on what's happening in Himachal Pradesh, which clearly at the moment at least appears to be the worst hit, with over 30 people who've died in the monsoon devastation in the state, as Himachal Pradesh has seen, or rather broken, a 50-year rainfall record on Sunday. Roads, bridges, houses, even parts of built national highways have been completely washed away as a result of the heavy rainfall since Friday. The devastation, unfortunately, is not ending for now, as heavy rain is expected in the next 48 hours in Sirmaur, Solan, Shimla, Mandi, Kullu, Lahaul, Spiti and even Kinnaur. Moderate to high risk of flash floods along the watershed as well as water channels of the districts of Bilaspur, Hamirpur, Kangra, Lahaul, Spiti, Kinnaur, Chamba, Shimla, Mandi, Kullu, Simror and Solan is expected. As most roads leading to Himachal Pradesh have been blocked because of the landslide, local authorities have appealed to tourists to not visit the state for the next couple of days, as the surplus rain in parts is to the tune of 1200% in Shimla. Since it rained over 87 millimeters in Lahaul Spiti, the surplus was over 1700%. 10 districts in Himachal Pradesh have a surplus of 10,000% at the moment. So heavy rains have triggered flash floods and landslide, wreaking absolute havoc. My colleague Ankit Tyagi is there at ground zero. He sent us this report from Mandi.
The situation, at least this morning, has slightly gone better. It has this morning has come with little hope. The sun is out, which also means that post the massive rainfall, especially in the area of Mandi, going to Kullu and then over to Manali, there will be increased risk of landslides. But I'm standing right at the banks of the river Beas here in Mandi. Yesterday we saw the river in full spate, though the currents are quite rapid at this moment, but not the same intensity and the ferocity that we witnessed yesterday. I also want to show you, and we've been talking about this time and again, how the construction on the banks of the river has caused or has added to this the misery as far as the people of Himachal Pradesh are concerned. If you could see there, a tunnel was being built, and you would see how the entire the entire front of that mountain has in fact collapsed. The landslide which has gone right into the river. Now this forces the river not only to carry additional debris but also decreases the space in which the river is flowing, and that is why the river in fact when it's in full ferocity does change its course and enter the houses in the low-lying areas on the bank of the river. The additional advisory today, orange alert in Mandi and other places, has already been sounded, though the expectation is that today there is going to be rain which is not going to be of the same intensity. Moderate to medium intensity rain is expected in the next couple of hours in Mandi, Solan and other districts in Shimla, specifically Sirmaur, Shimla. These are the districts where heavy and very heavy rainfall has been predicted by the Met Department. But the important thing at this moment for the Himachal Pradesh Police and the administration is to ensure that there is no further loss of life. 29 people out of the 30, those who have died, have been identified. There is one unidentified body as well, but unfortunately 30 people have lost their lives due to landslides and the flash flooding in many parts of the state. Specifically speaking about the upper reaches, Lahaul Spiti and over Manali, there has been fresh snowfall as well. There were few tourists, those who were stranded. 300 have been rescued from the Lahaul Spiti area. Now coming back to Mandi, where we saw those dramatic visuals of the temple almost being submerged, that situation still continues. In fact, the administration says that by 3 p.m. they are expecting that the worst possibly for today would be over if there is no new development. And from 12th onwards, the intensity of the rainfall is going to decrease. What we are also trying to do, we are trying to reach and make our way to Pando, which is one of the worst hit areas. Day before, you saw those visuals of a market being completely inundated with massive debris, the slush, the mud and massive boulders, along with the trees which had completely inundated that market. We are trying to make our way there. The roads still are cut off, specifically from till Bilaspur Now, of course, the situation is getting slightly better. But yesterday, when we started from the national capital on our way towards Mandi, a route that would have possibly taken me about 7 hours from Delhi, almost ended up taking 11 because of the massive rainfall and the flooding situation that we saw in Punjab, where you are at this moment, specifically speaking about the Roopnagar Ropar area, where most of the routes, in fact, were inundated. The villages were inundated. And to relieve water from their fields, what the villagers did, they dug out the main highways and the roads, linking roads. So what it did was to completely, take away or reduce the connectivity of the highway to which was coming towards, in fact, Himachal Pradesh. So that is why there were diversions, and village after village, we saw the same story with massive rainfall, which also is predicted again today in that area. It is going to be misery in Punjab, heavy rainfall in Haryana as well. But as soon as we entered Himachal Pradesh and we started moving upwards from Kiratpur, the other difficulty was that the main highway, the 4-lane expressway, which is being constructed or largely has been made till Manali, in many parts that small linking bridges have washed away, or the road has completely been washed away. That is why you had to go on to the old highway, the national highway, and that is in a very bad situation, which added to the misery as far as the travelers are concerned.